welcome back to Build the Boys. It's now time for our weekly catch-up. Finally, back on a Wednesday. We've been busy. We've been really busy. We've put up the latest 3 Batmobiles that we've got in time for the next Batmobile that's coming. So any day now, the next 6 Batmobile are due to arrive on our doorstep. And that's going to be an interesting one because, again, I don't think there's loads to do in it, but it would appear we're moving on to the centre console, so we're back in the cockpit. So that'll be good. But I got those done because they were late. You might have noticed everything's late. So last week, nothing went up. There wasn't a single video went up. Various reasons for that. One of them was norovirus ripped through our house. And it's like, there's a treat. And this is the problem. The problem I've got at the moment, and you would have noticed this, is I fell behind on everything. And the reason why is because just life's been kicking my ass. It just has. It's every time I try and get on top of something, life goes, I don't think so, Scott, and throws another obstacle in the way, which is bloody annoying, but that's it's life. That's the way it is. But it doesn't make me happy. And the reason why it doesn't make me happy is because I'm a bit weird when it comes to timekeeping and things like that. So I want everything done, right? I don't like backlogs building up and things like that. And then what makes it worse is if I fall behind on a few issues or something, my head starts telling me, you got to do this, you got to get it done, you got to get it done, you have to get it done, people are waiting, you got to get this done. I know they're not, but it's just the way my head works. So then it becomes a chore. I'm not building it because I want to build it. I start feeling like I build it because I have to build it. And then it there's no joy in that. And if there's no joy, we got a problem. So it's been rough, and I mean, I got in a position where I'm thinking, right, I can catch up with everything, and I'll be where I am. And I planned last Saturday, not Saturday, just gone Saturday before. I'm just going to blitz the doll's house because I've got everything to finish the doll's house. So I'm just going to blitz it. So I sat down, got everything prepared, got the doll's house over, and got ready to go. Now, this bothered me so much. These 2 pieces here. So this piece here and this piece here, right, we're missing. Now, why it bothered me is these have been sat on my desk for safekeeping for ages. Ages and ages and ages. Not these 2. What happened was, when I built the spaceport, the Roker spaceport marble run, there was a lot of wood that looked kind of like this, right, left over at the end. So it got mixed in with all of the kind of spares at the end of that one. I then moved all of that to bring the Titanic over to work on the Titanic, and lost those 2 pieces. They've been thrown out. That's what happened. So I couldn't. So I'm like, God damn it. So those 2 pieces just stopped it dead because I couldn't put the frame around it. If I can't put the frame around it, I couldn't put the floor on. If I couldn't do that, I couldn't. And I thought, you've got to be kidding me. So it grinded that to a halt whilst I had to wait for a second issue to arrive. So I ordered another issue. So those have now turned up. You can see I've got them, along with the propellers I was missing from the Titanic. So I've now got everything I need to complete the doll's house. I've got everything I need to complete the Titanic. So I just want to get on with it. So I'm up to date with Titanic. I'm up to date with Gauntlet. I'm up to date with Batmobile. I am not up to date with the Doll's House. Doll's House I can finish though. And I'm not up to date with the Lancaster Bomber. That is also bothering the hell out of me. The reason I'm not up to date with the Lancaster Bomber is because I'm trying to catch up with everything else. It's driving me nuts, right? But I have this Friday off. So this Friday I'm off work. So I'm off Friday because it's half term. I'm looking after the kids. But I'm off Friday. I've got nothing to do on Saturday. I'm going to barbecue on Sunday. I'm going to wrestle on Sunday night. So that gives me Friday, Saturday, and most of the day Sunday to do what I want. So what I'm going to do is Friday is going to be Disney Day. So I've got the table where the doll's house is finally going to sit. So Friday morning, starting about 6 a.m, I am going to start building the doll's house, and I'm not going to stop until it's complete. I'm moving it downstairs. So what I'm going to do is the videos are just going to keep coming. So the first one's going to go up around about, I don't know, 7 or 8 a.m. And they are just going to keep coming throughout the day. I think because I'm planning on doing a fairly monstrous session, it's about 13 issues that I think I'm building in one go. I've no idea how long they're going to take me. Some are going to take ages, some are going to take minutes. I'm probably going to live stream for my sanity, every now and then I think I'm going to jump on and live stream just, hi, how am I doing? And that's what I'm going to do. So if you see me pop up on Friday, that's what it is. But we're going to plow through them. Once I've got that done, I'm doing the exact same thing with the Lancaster. So this Friday, I'm going to burn through as much as I can. Saturday, same thing. And then hopefully I will then be completely up to date on everything. That'll make me happy, because once I'm up to date, I'm like, okay, good. Now I'm just waiting for stuff to turn up. I don't have this backlog where I feel I need to get done. I know I don't feel I need to. I'm not feeling pressure from anyone. The only pressure I'm feeling from is from myself. So it's what it is, but it will be done. So Doll's House will come to an end this week. So Friday this week, I will finish it. Friday it's going to be finished. And then once I'm done that, I'm also, this is ambitious, if I get through, well, no, not if, when I get through all of Doll's House, and then moving on to Lancaster. If I get through all of the Lancaster, I'm finishing Ecto as well. I've got 2 issues of Ecto to do. I'm going to finish Ecto as well. Then it is all done. There is nothing waiting to be finished, with the exception of R2-D2. We've not finished R2-D2 because, again, I've explained that it's different circumstances. With Jack, we had to remove some of the pressure from him. So when he's ready to do it again, we'll continue with it. So that is what's happening. That's why things have just been mad. I mean, work's been a grind. Life in general has been hectic. And then Norovirus on top of it. That was a real treat. But at least we got that out the way before half term. It would have sucked if the kids had that over half term. But it's all done. It's such a pointless illness that. Anyway, I mean, everyone's had it, but I mean, it's one of these things where it's such a pointless illness. It's like, it's not worth a trip to the doctor. There's no medication that's going to do anything. It's just, you're going to feel rough as hell and you're going to throw up a lot for 3 days. That's what it is. It's like, just, it's such a pointless illness. It sucks. But it's what it is. So now. That's the important bit. So we have been up to other stuff as well. I mean, I have been ploughing on with bits and pieces. So I do have the fun hole set is done. So the light tail is beautiful. Steampunk airship is done. So we're going to show the whole steampunk city, because I've got every steampunk set. We're going to do the whole steampunk city and we're going to light it all up. So you'll see that. That'll be coming up very soon. I'm looking at something now that's looking at me. You can't see it, but I'm looking at something that's staring at me with one eye. And it's nice. It's really nice, but you'll see that'll be coming up in the next couple of days as well. I won't show it yet, but you'll it's quite intimidating, the thing that's staring at me at the moment. It's not. It'll look lovely when it's finished, but the fact that it's half finished and it's only got one eye is freaking me out a little bit. In fact, stop staring at me. I don't like it. It's weird. There we go. So now it's not staring at me anymore. The other news is you would have seen and possibly participated in a vote that ran over this past week. Sorry, I'm still telling a neurovirus. A vote that happened this past week where we're doing a live build, a build along. So you can buy this set and you can build along with us. And I thought, okay, well, after the last one, because I'd like to do this, I'd like to do that, and please do this, and please do that. I thought, you know what? I'm going to find a bunch and just throw them all out there. So I found 9 very different kits, put them all out there in 3 rounds of voting, and the winner of each round went through to a final. So the winner of round 1 was the Steampunk Clock by Wood Trick. The winner of round 2 was the Funhole LED Tractor, which is a brick build. And the winner of round 3 was Tortuga Pirate Bay, which is by Cubic Fun, who do like foam board models. Now, you would have seen one before. If you've never seen one, you can see the Flying Dutchman. So I built the Flying Dutchman on my channel, and that is from Cubic Fun. It was good. It was a lot of fun. I built that about 2 years ago. Loved it. It's good. It still lives on my windowsill now. It's beautiful. I've shown it on the channel a couple of times. You can't see because Titanic's obscuring it at the moment. But it sits on the windowsill. It's gorgeous. Really nice. So those are the 3 winners. They went through to the final round. Can I tell you what won and what came where? So, in 3rd place, with I want to say 22% of the vote, was the Steampunk Clock. In 2nd place, with I believe it was 27% of the vote, was the Funhole tractor. And in first place, with 51% of the vote, so over half the people that voted wanted to do this one, is the Cubic Fun Tortuga Pirate Bay. And it looks like this. So that is the winner. That's your winner. That's what you have chose to build. So that is what we are going to build. So I bought mine. It's on the way. It's arriving here tomorrow. I will put a link down below where you can get one of these. Now, if you're quick, it's on offer on Amazon at the moment. So I got like a £4 off this one as well. So when you follow this link, take a look. There's a voucher down below. If you click on it, it removes a couple of quid. It did. It might not by the time you watch this, but it did. There was a voucher you could click on it and take a few quid off it. So I think I paid about 21 quid for it in total. Now, there is a bit of a dilemma on this one because of all the models that we chose to go on that site, all of them comfortably could have been done in about 4 hours. This one I think might, I don't know, I've not built it. I don't know how big it's going to be, but this is big, right? So don't think for 1 second you're building something this big. You're building something this big. It's big. I don't know how long it's going to take to build. So what we're going to do is the live build will be taking place the closest Saturday to the 23rd of July. I can't remember which one it is, beyond 23rd of July. If it is 23rd of July, it's 23rd of July. But that's my birthday. So my birthday is in July, so I've decided that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to spend my birthday with you, and that's what we're going to do. So whatever that date is, that's when we're doing it, right? So that's when it's going to take place. I'll give proper details, but that's ultimately when it's going to be. So if you want it, get it now, right? So it's ready for that. If you want to do it with us, get it now. But you've got time, so you've got a good 7 weeks to get this thing. But I'd get one before you can get one. And then you're just ready. You're ready to go. Now, if we can't get it all done in night 1, we will do night 2. We will move on to night 2 as well. So we will stream 2 nights in a row until it's built. It's not going to take 8 hours. It's not. I hope it's not going to take 8 hours, but we'll do the stream the first night. We'll get as much done as we possibly can. And then if we have to stream a second night, we'll stream a second night. We'll make a party of it. It'll be fun. Now, I keep being asked more. There's 3 things I keep being asked, and I'll address all of them. I keep being asked, can you do more lives? Yes and no. You've seen from like what's happened this week. It's difficult for me to do lives. So it's like I can do them on bank holiday weekends. I can do them, say, Easter I did one, Christmas I did one. Sorry, New Year's I did one, Easter I did one. This one, I know I'm going to be off. It's my birthday, so I know I'm going to be off. I know it's not going to be a problem. But I do have difficulty being able to commit something. The reason why is because I don't want to say to you, we're doing this, and then all of a sudden I can't do it, I can't be there. But it's very important that I make time for myself. It is. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a live build bi-monthly. So what we're going to do is every other month, we're going to do a live build. So starting with the one in July, we are going to build Tortuga. In so July, August, September, we will build, what we'll do is we'll run the top 3 again. So Tortuga will come off it. We'll run that vote again. We'll throw the steampunk clock back in. We'll also throw in the LED tractor, and we'll throw in Audrey 2, because the one that came closest to winning but not was Audrey 2. Audrey 2 lost out on the vote by about 2% of the vote. So we'll run that on the next one. Whatever the winner is, that's what we'll do. And this is how we'll decide what a live build is. So it gives everyone a fair shot at kind of what they want to build. We'll run them again and see which ones you want. So because Tortuga's out, we'll add something else into the mix and we'll keep running them. That's what we'll do. And if they get through, they get through. Now, I was actually quite relieved that the steampunk clock didn't win. Now, the reason for that is not because I didn't want to build the steampunk clock, it's because I did want to build the steampunk clock. The reason I was relieved it didn't is because the live build would have been over in about 40 minutes, because it doesn't take long to build that steampunk clock. I didn't know this. It's not a working clock. So it's got the gears and whatnot. It looks pretty, but it does not function as a clock. There's no battery in it that powers it as a clock. So if steampunk clock wins, because it's still going to go on there, if it wins, what we'll do is there's also a desk tidy. a gear so you can put pens or even little screwdrivers or paintbrushes into it. We'll do that one as well. So we'll do both of those because they're not expensive kits. They're about £12. So we'll do both of those kits in a single live stream, and then it'll, I don't want to do a 20-minute live. I might be wrong. I was told by a friend, a very reliable source, that it doesn't take that long. So we'll do two. We'll do that one as well. But that's what's happening with the build along. We are building Tortuga Pirate Bay. I'm looking forward to it because it'll look nice with the ship. And at some point, it makes sense. I think if we're losing Tortuga from the voting options, it makes sense that maybe we add one of the Cubic Fun ships to the voting options as well. We might add the Queen Anne's Revenge. We'll see. But I always see things all the time and think, oh, that'd be good. And oh, I think people would like this one. So that's where we are. The other news I've got for you, and this is exciting news, is we will be running a competition. It's the first time we've done this. So there is a Building with the Boys competition coming up where you can win some very nice prizes. Our friends over at JM Bricklayer have donated some prizes for us to run a competition. And we will be. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because if you tried to run competitions on YouTube, they get a bit precious about it. And they want you to have like full legal disclaimers and this, that, and the other, and make sure they know full well it's not YouTube running the competition. I'm like, that sounds like a grind. So when we actually do the competition, you won't be entering it on YouTube. I will tell you where to go to enter it. So you'll be able to follow a link. It'll take you to where it is, and that's where you'll be entering the competition. Competition will not be run on YouTube, but I'll tell you where you can go to enter it. And what you can win, I've got here. So I've got one of them here. And this is the JM Bricklayer Formula 1 car. Look at that. Right, really nice. This is more like a Technic brick build, but this retails for $55, and it's got 1,200 pieces. It's really nice, but look at that. So if you want one of these, well, you can win one, courtesy of JM Bricklayer and Build with the Boys. There are going to be 3 prizes in the prize draw. 3, ooh. 2 of you, lucky people, will win one of these. So 2 of you are going to win one of these. We will have the build of this coming up. So you'll be able to see for yourself. On that video, I will explain to you exactly where you can go to win one of these. It's my stuff, so you're not going to go to a third-party site. It's all through me. So the first 2 winners, winner 1, winner 2, will each get one of these. And winner 3 will get a prize money cannot buy. Money can buy you a trip to outer space now. It can buy you a Ferrari. It can buy you a date with the star of your dreams. Money can buy you dance lessons, but what it can't buy you is a Building with the Boys keyring. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, the precious thing, coveted. You can't buy them. Money cannot buy them. You could buy the Mona Lisa. You couldn't buy this. I'm the only person that's got them. You can't buy them anywhere, but you could win ones by entering our competition. If you don't win a Formula 1 car, you can win a Building the Boys keychain. Now, I do have some news about that competition as well. And I know I'm going to upset at least a couple of people when I say this, but there's nothing I can do about it, sadly. This is due to rules and restrictions. So the competition is open to residents of Europe. So all of Europe, all of mainland Europe, Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, it's open to all of you, right? It's open to residents of the United States of America. So everybody in the United States of America, you can enter this competition. It's open to everybody in Canada. So if you live in Canada, it's open to you. Beyond that, you can't play. I'm really sorry. I know I've got at least a couple of Australians that are probably raging about that. However, Australian friends, you are still eligible to win the keyring. Oh, so if you still want to play and you still want to partake, you can. You can win the keyring. You can't win the Formula 1 car. I'm sorry. It's not up to me. I can't. There's literally nothing I can do about it. It's because of rules and regulations when it comes to tax and shipping and things like that. I can't do it. But I can send you a keyring if you win. So yeah, it's I'm trying, man. I didn't want to leave anyone out. And when I was like, oh man. So it's everybody in Europe, America and Canada can enter the competition. Outside of that, sadly, no. I'm sorry. But that's the way it is. So this will be coming up. So the build will be coming up on the channel, and on that build video will be how you can win one of these. It's really nice, and again, I don't get millions of viewers, so and I'm fine with that. But it means you've got a really bloody good chance of winning one because you're not going up against millions of people. So you've got a damn good chance of winning this. So it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It gives you a great chance as well to try J&M Bricklayer models, which I love, man. I really do. When I first started doing them, I was like, oh, all right. But the last few I've done have been bloody spectacular. They really have. And I like them. Which brings me on to another question. So do more lives, one question I get asked. Another question I get asked quite a lot is, this is funny how it's worded as well. Why do you do so many paid promotions? I don't. In the scheme of, right, so firstly, what is a paid promotion? A paid promotion is somebody sent you something free, right? That's what a paid promotion is according to YouTube. You've been sent something for free. I'm not paid. No one has given me cash money to do any of these things. So no one said, hey, Scott, we'll give you this check for this if you do this. That's not what I'm being offered. I'll get contacted by a lot of different companies that say, would you be interested in doing this? And 9 out of 10... I say no, genuinely that many I say no, because it's things that you've got no interest in, right? None at all. So you wouldn't have interest in it. And if you would, it just doesn't fit my channel. It would just be me literally hawking something like a shopping channel. And I'm not going to do that. If it's a model, and I think it's a model people would be interested in, I'm like, yeah. If it fits the channel, if it fits what I know the people that watch this channel like, I'll say yes and I'll do it. But if it's weird, I've told you before about extension leads. I get offered extension leads all the time. I get offered extension leads. I get offered smartwatches. I get offered software packages. I get offered video cameras. I get really weird stuff. That's what I get offered. Fitbits and stuff like that, and USB adapters, and that I get offered a lot of that, and I say no every single time this comes up. No, I'm not interested. And then I have had ones as well that have offered money in exchange for telling you certain soft drinks are fantastic, or the more dodgy ones is I've had ones that wanted me to not tell you it was paid promotion. They wanted me to eat things or drink things or show things on my channel without telling you it was a paid promotion. Almost like it was something subliminal. So they wanted me, there was a company in particular that make a certain biscuit, cookie if you're an American, that wanted me to play a game with the kids on the channel using these cookies, but not tell you that they were paying us to do it. So you go, oh, that looks fun. I'll go out and buy some and do it with the kids. And I was like, that's so sketchy. Everything about it I hated. I hated the fact that they were asking me to involve my kids more than anything. I'm like, I'm not using my kids to hawk your cookies. I hated the fact that they wanted me to try and hoodwink all of you into going out and buying these things. And I just said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It was good money, but no, as I've said before, I've got my integrity and very little else, and it's not for sale. It's that simple. I'm not going to sell myself out for that. So it is like, why'd you do these ones? Because they're nice. So when I'm being offered something by Roker, I mean, I've always built Roker models, always. So if they say to me, would you like to build this? Yes, of course I would. I love your models. I'm going to do it. Brick models, when it's like, do you want to build? Yes, I like them. So yes, I'm going to do them. However, there are a lot I genuinely turn down a lot of these. Not only the tech ones, there are ones of models I turn down as well. So there are certain models where I'm like, it's not for me, I don't like it. It's not something I want to do. So I turn it down. Then there are ones where I get offered knockoff models and I've got to say no. So I was offered a book nook, which was identical to a book nook I've already built, but it was from a different brand. But they'd blatantly stolen the other brand's design. And I said, no. I said, I'm not interested because one, I've already built it and it's on the channel. And I said, and two, this just appears to be an inferior version of that one. So why would I do that? I don't want to build something I've already built. I've already shown the quality, decent version of this. Why would I then say to people, and now look at this one? I wouldn't. So I do turn down a lot. But why do I say yes to any of them? Because I've got to keep the lights on. So this is the reality of what I do. So YouTube, as fun as it is, I mean, each one of the videos that you watch costs me money. So every single video you watch me make costs me money. I buy everything. So I'm not sponsored by Hachette or Agora or Fanhome or anybody like that. So everything that I build, I pay for. It's that simple. I pay for these things. So when you watch a video of mine, typically it's cost me, I don't know, at the low end, 15 quid, at the high end, 50 quid to make that video. Now, obviously, I make money through ad revenue, but nowhere near that per video. I promise you, honestly, if you think I'm a YouTuber that makes a lot, but I don't, right? Yeah, nowhere near what I pay out do I get back. Nowhere near. But when it comes to doing a promotion thing, it's something that I can build. It's something that I can entertain you with, that I've not had to go out and buy. So it's kind of a marriage of convenience. It's got something I can enjoy. I can bring you content. You can see new things you might not normally buy, but it doesn't cost me 50 quid to do it. So it works out quite nice. And this is, I mean, again, it's like with the catch-up. The catch-up costs me nothing to do. I haven't had to go out and buy things to do that. But that's the reality. That's, if you ask any YouTuber, they'll tell you what, that does this particular, they'll tell you what I'm saying is correct. These videos cost us money to do. We do it for love. We're not doing it for money. If we're doing it for money, we would have quit by now, because there's not tons of money in this. There just isn't. There are other ways of doing it, but I mean, again, I'm not interested in that. I'm not selling merch. I don't do super chats. I'm not selling merch. I don't have a Patreon or anything like that. I'm not asking you to spend money on anything. So that's why it's done, because it's a way I can make things, I can bring things to you, you can see things for yourself, you can hear an honest review, because I swear to you, if I don't like it, I'd tell you I don't like it. And that's how it works. It's also the reason why I'm not particularly bothered with, and this is to answer the other questions, well, what's my problem with Fanhome? I ain't got a problem with Fanhome. I don't have a problem with Fanhome. I didn't, but I do now. But I'm not bothered. I don't care. If they wanted to sponsor me, brilliant. It's never going to happen now because I've trashed them. But it's, I don't care. I'm not, again, I make my money, I buy the models, and that's it. So if a company wants to sponsor me, brilliant, I'll go and do it. But if that means that I have to lie to all of you and tell you they're fantastic when they're not, tell you that their customer service is great when it isn't, tell you that their stuff will turn up on time when it doesn't, I'm not going to. And no. It's that simple. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, because it surprises some people. They assume that I'm being sponsored by one of these channels, and I'm not. By one of these companies, and I'm not. I am not being sponsored. I'm not. I'd have to tell you, if you are, you're supposed to put the paid promotion thing up in the corner. If you're not putting that up, you get in trouble. So no, I'm not. I'm not sponsored by any of those. I pay for everything. So I can say what I want about it. I don't have to worry about that. And it means I only have to buy things I enjoy building, because, I mean, again, there are plenty of people that are sponsored by these companies that are building things they don't really like. They've got no interest in. I couldn't do that. If I don't care, if I have no interest in it, I can't be passionate about it. And the one thing I kind of hope comes across in my videos is I actually enjoy what I'm doing. You know? So if somebody gave me something to build that I had no interest in whatsoever, it would come across. And I can't do that. So it's like the Enterprise, for instance. I never watched Star Trek. I've never seen I don't watch Star Trek. I don't enjoy Star Trek. Nothing wrong with you if you do, but personally I don't. So if someone said to me, do you want to build the Enterprise? No. It's a massive model. It's an expensive model, but I have no interest at all in the Enterprise. I couldn't tell you anything about it. I couldn't tell you if something was right or wrong. No interest in it. Don't care. So no, I don't want to build the Enterprise. Thanks. That would be my answer. No, I don't. Do you want to build the U-boat? Nope. Because I've no interest in it. That's, so that's where I am with it. If I'm building it, it's because I like it. If I'm not, it's because I don't. It's that simple. But once you're in that kind of, that world, you've got to build whatever they send you. I'm not interested. So that's the way it is. So yeah, I will do if something comes up and says, do you want to build a Roker model? Yeah, because I like Roker models. That's why. So if I don't like it, no, I'm not interested. As I said, I've never once done this for financial gain, or just haven't, because there is no financial gain, believe me. I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I enjoy talking to all of you. I do it because it's my hobby. I do it because I like interacting with everyone. I do it because it's fun. And I do it because, again, it's like therapy for me, man. I have an incredibly stressful job, and it is nice to come and do something kind of on my time, my terms, and just chill out with it. It's nice. But that's that. So what else have we been up to? Not a lot. We've just been really ill. Watching wise, we have watched a lot. So we've been watching the new series of Inside Number 9 and absolutely loving it. That is on. It's Wednesday. You'll be watching this. That's on tonight. So if you haven't been watching Inside Number 9, Inside Number 9 is on BBC Two tonight. We've also been watching Doctor Who. We watched Doctor Who at Christmas and liked it. We are casual Who fans, right? So we would certainly weren't hardcore Doctor Who fans by any means. We'd float in and out of it. But we watched David Tennant's return, and we've watched all of Ncuti Gatwa's episodes so far. And I really like it. I know it's an unpopular opinion at the moment, but me and Oscar have been watching it, loving it. So we've enjoyed all of them. Are they hokey? Yeah. So it's like the trolls singing at Christmas and whatnot. Was it a bit goofy? Yes, but it was Christmas. The Christmas episode was always a bit goofy. I mean, you can look at ones David Tennant did, where they had the bloody Christmas tree things. It's what it is. So, you know, chill out. It's all right. But there's this whole thing now with this. It's got an agenda. It hasn't got a bloody agenda, right? Honestly, if you go looking for boogeymen, you'll find them, right? You will. So if you try and look really hard for something to get upset about, you'll find it every single time. Just enjoy it for what it is, man. Just enjoy it for what it is. Is it Doctor Who? Yes, it is. Just enjoy it, right? Go along for the ride. We've really enjoyed it. The first one was stupid, right? I'll give it that. The space babies was bloody ridiculous. However, we did like the monster. And if you take away the baby part of it, it was all right. I mean, again, the babies were a bit daft. Whenever you choose babies to anything, it's bad. X-babies are a good example of this. The X-Men jumped the shark years ago when they did the X-babies. It was terrible. It reminded me of that. But it's what it is. There's a bloody great moth in here. It's about the size of a sparrow. So it's what it is. The second one we really enjoyed. So the second one that had the musician in it, I thought was fantastic. Now again, everyone started getting all het up. There was a drag queen playing that part. So what? Who cares? Who cares? I don't. Do you care? I don't. Were they good as a villain? Yes. Then okay. Who cares? Get past it. It's fine. It's not a problem. A guy normally plays the Trunchbull in Matilda on stage. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? It's like, just don't worry about it. Were they a good villain? Yes. Okay. So look past it, right? It doesn't matter. You're okay. But we like that one. We thought it was a really good episode. And the third one, Boom, where he steps on the landmine, I thought was fantastic. I thought it was really clever. It was a massive change from the kind of tone that had gone on at that point. So the first two were kind of very fun. And then the third one was dark, edgy. It was almost like classic Doctor Who. You could feel it. It was nice. It was good. Good twists. The way he kind of worked his way around it. It was very clever because it was very action-packed. But it was all filmed on like one spot. It didn't move. And that was very clever. And then the fourth one blew our minds. The fourth one was fantastic, which was really, really good. Just massive time jumps. Kind of spooky, kind of creepy, kind of scary. It was good. It was good. It was classic Doctor Who, but he's not in it. So Doctor Who was barely in the episode. It was carried completely by Ruby Sunday, and we loved it. We thought it was fantastic. And I'm really enjoying it. I like the take on it. And again, it's being billed as Series 1. The reason for that is because this happens in comics quite a lot. So if you're not a comic reader, you might be new to this kind of concept. But in comics, typically, they do a wipe. Every now and then, the stories got so convoluted that the casual viewer or the casual reader can't really jump on. There's no jumping on point for them. And Doctor Who had gone that way. So everything from David Tennant's first appearance right up to now, if you think of the amount of story you'd have to know to understand what the bloody hell was going on, when you're throwing in things like River Song and things like that, and the War Doctor, and it got so heavy. So the fun had almost gone out of it. So it got to a point where it's like, well, this is quite bleak now, isn't it? So it's supposed to be fun. It's kind of core. It's meant to be fun. So it lost some of that, I think. And again, it got to a point where you had to remember some character that appeared 7 years previously to know what the hell was going on. So the whole point of this one is it's a jumping on point. So there will be references to things that have happened before, but it won't be this continuation of that story. That's why they kept the David Tennant version around. So there is Dave. Did you see the moth trying to get me? He's still around, so they could still delve into that story, but this one is supposed to just be a fresh start, so people can jump on. The reason for that is on Disney Plus in America, so it means that the more casual viewer can jump in and watch it as well. So we've really enjoyed it. I like it. I think it's a great take on it. And again, if you don't like it, it's okay. Another Doctor will be along shortly. That's how this works. So if you're not enjoying the Doctor that you currently see, another will be along very soon. Chill out, it'll be okay. Just enjoy it. At some point, the Cybermen are going to turn up. At some point, the Daleks are going to turn up. It's going to happen. It always does. And at some point, the Mouse is going to turn up. If you hate this Doctor that much, at some point, you're going to get to see him die and regenerate. Just the way it is. I like it. I think the kind of the mystery, the backstory behind Ruby Sunday with the snow and whatnot, I think is beautiful. I think I'm enjoying it. I really like it. And you can kind of see the Disney money in it as well, which is nice. So some of the effects aren't quite as hokey as they used to be. I'm enjoying it. I like it. I think it's good. Not everyone will, and that's, to each their own. That's the way it is. So what have we got coming up? Well, Disney Day. So Friday is Disney Day. Ton of Disney stuff coming up on Friday. I have got as much Lancaster Bomber as I can possibly get done by Sunday. I will have Batmobile. Batmobile's not going to take long. So Batmobile turns up this week. It's supposed to turn up this week. Batmobile will be done as well. So hopefully Batmobile's going to arrive tomorrow. If it does, those will go up as well. I will be doing the Formula One car. So the Formula One car will be up on the channel very soon indeed. And you can win one. Once that video's up, you can find out exactly where you can go to get that done. I will be bringing you the fun whole steampunk airship. Is gorgeous, and you'll get to see that all lit up and pretty and beautiful. And then everything else as well in between. So anything else we can catch up on, we're going to do. There's something else, and it's escaping me. For the life of me, I cannot think what it is. I'm looking around thinking, what was it? Oh, I've still got my Roker. So I've still got the Marble one that I was sent, and I am being sent the add-on kits. We're about to put both those marble runs together, so I'm looking forward to that. It'll be good. So we'll be back on track. Hopefully, by the time you see the next catch-up, I've caught up. So I'll be like, everything's done. I'm just waiting for stuff to turn up. It'll be a beautiful thing. It really will. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you for sticking with me when I go disappearing for a week at a time. Thank you for all your messages. Thank you for being you. Thank you for everything, honestly. You're fantastic. I cannot, again, praise enough how much I love interacting with all of you, how much I love talking to you all. It makes my day, it really does. I always love it when a new message pops up. I love it. So thank you. Thank you. We are scarily close to 3,500 subscribers. Can you believe that? That's mad. But we are. We're like, I think 12 subs, something like that, away from 3,500, I think. Wow, that's amazing. Who'd have thought it? Not me. It always blows my mind. And it's like, my wife always goes, really? I'm like, yeah, because she's gobsmacked anybody wants to watch me talk, because she can't get away from it. But that's the way it is. For those of you that haven't received the Bill with the Boys keyring yet, that have been told you're getting one, you are getting one. Again, it just, everything's got in the way. But there's people that are definitely getting one. I keep getting people that ask for one. I'm like, we'll see. So it's like, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying not right now. I've got a limited amount of them. So I've got to, we'll see. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no to anybody. But I haven't got loads of them. And as I said, they do come in these very lovely mirror bags as well. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's like the pizza from Back to the Future 2. But aren't they nice? Money can't buy them. But yeah, you will be getting one. If I've told you get one, you get one. Okay? Again, thank you for your support. If you want to contact us, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. We'd love to hear from you, we really would. With anything. You can ask me a question. You can, tell me you don't like the content. You can tell me you do like the content. You can ask me, could you do more of this? You can say, can you do less of that? I'll take it all on board. It doesn't mean I will or won't, but I'll take it all on board. You can show us whatever it is you're working on. You can say, hey, have you seen this? This could be cool to build on the channel, and we'd love to hear from you. We would love to hear from you. That is all from me. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I do mean that. Just be nice. And we will see you very, very soon for more from Building the Boys. Take care, and I will see you soon.